Hi, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the Ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. Today, we're going to be doing the daily reading for Wednesday, February 17th, 2021. And today is a day that's ruled by the second chakra and guided by universal water. And the galactic signature for today is the red cosmic serpent energy. And so the red serpent energy is all about survival, life force, and instinct. So it's really tapping into our primal nature, tapping into our instinct, our natural, right? Our instinct being our most natural form of intuition, and really centering into our bodies today. Connecting with, communing with our bodies, understanding and experiencing the world through our bodies and through our senses, becoming very present in our bodies with this cosmic tone, which is all about enduring transcendence and present. And so being fully present, being very anchored in our physical bodies and all of the ways that we can express through our physical vehicles. This is also a day where we can work with our Kundalini energy. This is our life force energy, our sacred sexual life force energy. The Kundalini sits coiled like a serpent at the base of the spine. And as we begin to awaken, this Kundalini energy rises from our root chakra up through our chakra system, activating, opening, and clearing each of our chakras as it moves up through the system to the crown. And this is when we experience a full awakening, right? That Kundalini awakening is when that energy has moved all the way up to the crown. And then we have this exchange of energy as it comes up and out and in and down. And so it's a powerful, powerful thing, a powerful, powerful energy to work with today and play with. Breath work, I feel, could be really good for activating and working with this energy. Yoga, there is a specific type of yoga called Kundalini yoga that really works with that Kundalini energy. But really just honoring our own life force energy, honoring our bodies and all the different ways that we express ourselves through them, and being fully present in our bodies today is a really good way to utilize and connect with this energy. I really like this quote in here when it talks about, and I've read this before, it says, "The serpent reminds us to merge our primal life force energy with our higher visionary eagle mind, to become balanced and fully alive as a feathered serpent. This allows us to bring holistic insight into matters of survival and creation, assuring we see what's near and far." So this is fully utilizing and connecting, like we were saying, that primal energy, that base energy with that higher dimensional energy, merging those two minds, merging those two energies, and seeing everything through the perspective. That is the blessing of being human, is we have the ability to see through both of these natures, our higher spiritual nature and our more primal nature. It's a really fascinating experience that we get to have as we merge these energies and learn how to fully utilize each of them. So the affirmation for today is, I endure in order to survive, transcending instinct. I seal the store of life force with the cosmic tone of presence. I am guided by the power of universal water. And it's that process of transcending instinct, right? That's when we move that instinct from that lower, more base instinct of survival into that higher expression of it, where it becomes a guiding force and very much an intuition, right? But an intuition, today's a great day I'm getting to really pay attention to how we're experiencing our intuition through our bodies, through our instinct. Where are we feeling things in our bodies? Where are things resonating? What are our bodies trying to speak to us or teach us today about what they want, about what they need, about what's resonating around us and what is not? So really pay attention and play with that energy today as well. We have the moon in Taurus currently, which is that beautiful, luxurious energy. Moon in Taurus really likes to indulge. It likes to be in its place of comfort. It likes to be spoiled and to experience luxury. So that's what we're feeling. That's what's going to feed our emotional selves today, is that sense of luxury, that sense of decadence, and that sense of peace and comfort and stillness. So really working with that presence energy today is going to be very, very beneficial for us on an emotional level, because that's kind of what we're being drawn to and what it is that we are craving. It is the final day of Aquarius season today. Tomorrow will begin Pisces season as far as the sun is concerned. And so we're wrapping that up today. Any of those experiences that we've had moving into this learning from this Aquarian energy as far as our consciousness goes, there is a little bit of a wrap up with that as we close out the season and move into that deep feeling, intuitive energy of Pisces season. What else is going on today? Yeah, so we have the moon. It's really interesting because we have the moon, which is lightly squaring Mercury and Jupiter, and also squaring Saturn. So it's this little bit of a push-pull, this little bit of a tug here between our emotional comfort, right? Our needs as far as our comfort and our stability and our security are concerned. And then what Mercury retrograde is revealing to us as he is communicating with Jupiter and Saturn. So these new perspectives, these new shifts and awarenesses that we're gaining around our faith, around our beliefs and our ideals, around our responsibilities and the lessons that we've been learning, right, with this Saturn energy. So we have all of that, those new perspectives and epiphanies and understandings that are coming through with that Mercury retrograde communicating with these planets. And then we have this squaring off against the energy of the moon in Taurus, which very much wants that stability. Like that's the energy very much of I want what I want when I want it. And so we may be feeling a little bit of a tug here when it comes to what we're comfortable with, what feels familiar to us, and where we're being pushed to expand to, the different perspectives and what those are requiring of us in terms of action and awareness, and how that may be sort of conflicting with our sense of emotional comfort. But we also have here the moon conjunct Uranus. And so this energy is actually helpful, I think, because this is the energy that does call us to be a little bit rebellious. It does call us to step out of our comfort zone. It makes us feel a little better about doing that, and it kind of draws us to do that. So even though, like, we may, on this one hand, we're kind of wanting to stay in our comfort zone, we're also getting this energy that is assisting us in moving out of it and really encouraging us to do that, encouraging us to explore, right? Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, and we have Mercury, Jupiter, and Saturn in the sign of Aquarius. And so, like, that energy, that Uranian energy conjunct the moon is really feeding that and really fueling that today. The moon will also, and I want to look at this as I'm saying it to make sure we're going in the right direction here. Yes, the moon will be coming into contact. It's moving toward and into a conjunction with Black Moon Lilith as well. That's going to, or true Black Moon, and that's going to be happening more later in the day into the later evening. But that also really highlights that rebellious energy and that energy of not anywhere where we are feeling repressed or suppressed, like really pushing up against that and not allowing that, right? That is not going to jive with our comfort level. Our comfort level is very much, we're in that space, right, of not what, it's like that don't tread on me kind of energy is sort of like what I'm picking up or feeling here. And so we just, as always, we want to try not to be too obstinate and too stubborn with this energy. Moon and Taurus can be a little bit that way, can be very indulgent, like we said. And so let's indulge in the good things today. Let's indulge in the sweet things. Let's indulge in especially with that red serpent energy, and really enjoying our bodies and enjoying our senses in a way that's playful, in a way that's fun, in a way that really nourishes and feeds us today. And look at those little areas where we can step out of our comfort zone a little bit and sort of push past our own boundaries, but in a way that feels good to us. Now we're going to pull some cards and see what the energy of the cards has in store. And I'm wanting to play with my new deck. So I have the Earth Magic Oracle, which I just received. And I've used this deck before, but I haven't had my own copy of it, so clear. Let's see, what guidance do we have to navigate today, Wednesday, the 17th, from the Earth Magic Oracle. Let's get a little energy out here for the day. What are we experiencing? What guidance do we have coming through? Okay, interesting. So we have the Wolf Instinct card coming out. And when we're talking about our instinctual nature, right, it's really funny that this card came out. So it's really about honing that instinctual nature today. Sometimes in our society, in the world, the way that we live in it, it's like our instinctual nature has sort of been tamed. And so it's really stepping back into our wildness in a way that resonates with us, getting more in touch with that aspect of us. That's our intuition, right? That deeper PRIMAL intuition that comes through. And so really paying attention to that. What are we instinctively feeling? What are we instinctively sensing, right? The wolf is very good at feeling and sensing and intuiting from that instinctual place. So really tapping back in. This is telling us anywhere where we have ignored our instincts on a situation, we're being asked to pay closer attention to that today. And then we have Dawn, new beginnings. And we have Earth Magic, the Fairies card coming out here. So I like that. So there's a lot of beautiful magical energy coming through here today. I feel as though if we are able to tap back into our instinct today, to really allow our instincts to guide us, they can guide us towards new beginnings and towards really finding and connecting with the magic in our lives. There's a lot of blessings wanting to come through for us, a lot of new terrain. I feel as though there are new beginnings and new terrain that people are getting ready to navigate. And so we want to call back upon our instinctual nature and get more in touch with this, because this is going to help us navigate this new terrain that much better. We're going to have our wits about us in some senses. And so we really want to reconnect with that aspect of our nature. What is that? And that's like we said with paying attention to our bodies today. What is my body feeling? What is my body teaching me? What is my body showing me? We really want to tap into our instinct and use that to guide us. Use that to lead us toward this new beginning, and use that to help guide us through this new beginning, this new phase of our lives that is getting ready to be underway. And I want to read a little bit from the Fairies card. It says, fairies are nature spirits thought to be descended from the early tribes, particularly the Tuatha de Danann, those associated with the goddess Dana, who once ruled Ireland that inhabited the British Isles. Over time, these ancient people were conquered and displaced, and they fled to areas where humans didn't venture, ultimately becoming increasingly smaller and less visible in order to better hide themselves. Interesting. Let's see. The fairies have assumed responsibility for the plants and trees, or standing ones. They work with earth magic to take care of these beings, and if you ask, they'll help you with your garden or yard. They also have the power of enchantment and shape-shifting. Fairies appreciate when we show them through our actions that we love the earth as much as they do, and consequently they bestow a little bit of their earth magic upon us. You have the same power available to you as the fairies do. It starts with loving the earth through your heartfelt gratitude and appreciation, but more important, through your actions. The fairies can help you reconnect in a more intimate way with the earth, and all they require is your willingness to pay attention to the trees and plant life around you and demonstrate you care. Whether you live in a small space or have an expansive land, make it a point to be especially attentive to your surrounding vegetation. Plant something, get your hands in the dirt, and do so with love and enthusiasm. Every flower, tree, or shrub you are tending is a living being, so treat each like you would a dear friend. Ask the fairies to help you take care of these friends, and you will be rewarded many times over. And so for some of you guys, you're really part of this new cycle for you. This new beginning has to do with you really working in concert with nature. And so anybody who is working in concert with nature, the fairies want to assist you in that process. They want to build a relationship with you. Yeah, they I feel like this is funny, but I feel like for somebody, it's like maybe you've had experiences with fairies in the past, because they can be very mischievous, right? They like to mess with you just because they're playful. There's never ill intent involved. They're just playful creatures. And so I feel almost like for some people too, the fairies are saying like, we want a new beginning, we want a fresh start, because maybe you didn't get off quite on the right foot, and they're like, we're just having fun. we just ask us to ease up a little bit if we're really bothering you. Like, we're here to help you. We're here to assist you. We want to connect with you in a positive and beneficial way. And we want, like, you can tap into our magic and it can be helpful for you right now. And like, it's almost like like, let's start over and be friends. So I don't know if that's wicked funny that's coming through. But for somebody that may be relevant. But just honor the fairies. If you are, I also feel like this is going to be helpful too for people who, if you are starting a garden or you are starting a venture that involves farming or plant life or any of that stuff, flowering, stuff like that, your venture will be a lot more successful if you seek out the assistance of the fairies. So honoring as you honor the plants and you step into that deep sacred connection with them, the fairies are automatically drawn to that energy when they feel you honoring the plants as sacred beings. And that's when they begin to reveal themselves. And so you can honor the plants, and then you can honor the fairies. Leave out little tokens for them. Especially, they like shiny things. They like pretty things. So leave some sort of offering for them as well, and seek their assistance with whatever it is that you are wanting to grow or create. And then we have fog coming out, veiled. Okay, interesting. Let's get some more energy on fog. Then we have the fire, passion. So somebody's passion is being unveiled, is what I feel here. Somebody who perhaps did not, somewhere, and I'm not sure if this is a separate, I feel like this is possibly a separate message coming out now. This is about your passion being unveiled, places where you maybe didn't see or understand things that you didn't realize you were passionate about, or you were sort of pretending that you weren't. Now that's becoming clear. And this could be something that's been going on as Mercury retrograde has progressed for people as well. And this more subconscious part of our nature is brought into our consciousness. It's unveiling your passions. It's unveiling the things that really matter to you, right? We are stepping more deeply into our life purpose, right? And then we have solitude, effortless, the waterfall energy, and meadow, vulnerability. And so I feel like somebody pulled back their energy for a while. And this may not have even been from a specific situation. It just might have been from people in general, in order to kind of get your bearings. And now it's like, because you've had this solitude, this is kind of like that hermit energy. You've had that space to really connect back in with yourself. It's beginning to ignite your passion. Like, your passion is becoming unveiled. It's becoming more clear what you're passionate about, where you're driven. And so as that is becoming clear and becoming revealed to you, you are effortlessly beginning to move and flow in the direction that you're meant to move and flow into next. And there's like this, it's like effortless vulnerability. There's this beautiful sense of vulnerability that you are tapping into as well, where it's like you're able to show your passion, you're able to express that, but you're able to do it in a way that's truly real and that does leave you a bit vulnerable, but you feel okay with that now. You feel safe in your vulnerability. You're learning how to become safe in your vulnerability. And you're learning how, when you really tap into your passion and you really know and feel that within you, you feel what resonates, you move with what resonates, that movement becomes effortless. And it has its own trajectory, it has its own momentum, which is really beautiful. And then we have wind activation on the bottom of the deck. So yeah, a lot of activating energies coming through for people right now as well. A lot of activating energies. Our instinct being activated again. And for some people, as your instincts are activated, that is what's helping to clear some of this fog and reveal this passion for you and move you toward these new beginnings, move you into the magic, deeper into the magic, out of this place of solitude into this effortless vulnerability, into this, it's like a new way that you're learning how to connect with people now, where you have somehow found something that makes you feel so secure within that you feel all right being vulnerable. It feels safer to be vulnerable. And if it doesn't, you're being told that, like, if you are sort of like leaning toward that and you're making small moves to allow yourself to be more seen and more vulnerable, this is confirmation to absolutely continue with that. And that's only going to continue to help you gain momentum and bring more blessings into your life. It's like that beautiful innocence. It's like the regaining of that vulnerability and that innocence. Clear. All right. Any final guidance here from the Moonology deck for Wednesday the 17th? Yeah. And for those of you who are struggling with vulnerability and things like this, who are maybe feeling a bit confused, you're a bit in this fog energy, go into this energy of solitude for a little bit and really focus on your passions. Focus on what you're passionate about and allow that to slowly lift that fog. Allow that to activate your instinct and remove that fog, and then you'll be able to move forward more effortlessly. And then so we have coming out here, we have your dreams need a practical plan and what do you need to release. Let's get some more on this. So that's that full moon in Taurus energy, and full moon is a releasing energy too. So this is an energy of something that you're wanting to build here. The Taurus is a builder, right? Then we have a new romantic cycle begins. A time for healing, and expect powerful change. And so this is also for some people, right? This tapping into your vulnerability is something that's really helping you move forward in terms of initiating a new cycle, a new romantic cycle in your life as well. And so it's really releasing, really wanting to create and build something with someone. And this energy of continuing to release the things that aren't working, the fears, the hang-ups, that fear of vulnerability for a lot of people, right? So that you can tap back more into the passion. It's just letting go, making a practical plan around like understanding what is holding me back, what has been holding me back in this connection, what has been holding me back in general in my relationships. And this doesn't just have to be romance, even though it says a romantic cycle. For some people, this is just their relationships in general, the way that they interact with other people, right? But it's like, what is, if I keep having the same, if I'm like that bull that keeps butting heads, right? What is it? What is causing that? What am I holding on to that is causing me to experience this over and over again? And what can I release so that I can open up more, so that I can regain more of that innocent kind of energy, right? That innocent, vulnerable energy. What do I need to heal, right? What do I need to release and what do I need to heal in order to allow myself to be more passionate, to be more vulnerable? And there's a lot of powerful changes coming in our interactions with others, in our relationships, and in all areas of life, right? As a result of looking at this stuff and understanding that. So let's see here. Yeah, your hard work is paying off on the bottom of the deck. So let's just get into this for a second here. What do we need to release? Clear. What are some of these energies that need to be released in order for this new cycle to come in? So we have the Moon, we have the Page of Wands, we have the Justice card coming out. And so some of this it's that fog energy. That fog needs to be cleared. It's areas where we're deceiving ourselves. Self-honesty. We need to learn how to become more honest with ourselves. We also need to, it's sort of like the fear of emotion I'm feeling, right? Because you see in this card, she's like drowning in emotion. And so I feel for some people, it's almost like, and it's interesting because there's two wolves on this card too. It's almost like, I feel like some people feel like if I connect with my emotions, I'm just gonna drift like a stone to the bottom of the sea. I'm not gonna be able to utilize that energy, right? I'm not gonna be able to it's gonna cripple me. like people really afraid of their emotions. And so releasing that fear of emotions, releasing that fear that like, if I allow myself to feel, I'm not going to be okay. It's a lot of that energy that I'm feeling coming through with that moon card. And then a lot of that self-deception energy, that deceiving the self about our true needs with that Taurus. The Taurus energy is all about our needs, right? Our security. So what is it? And the moon is about security as well, too. So what is it, right? What are my needs that I'm overlooking or that I'm not wanting to acknowledge? That I'm afraid that I actually really need to be met in order to feel safe and secure. What are those? And am I able to admit what those are to myself so that I can then voice them to others? And then this Page of Wands. So this is possibly the energy of, I don't know, I'm going to have to clarify that. I'm going to have to clarify that because I don't want to speak on that too soon. But the Justice card is definitely karma. So for some people, it's karmic relationships that need to be released. The scales need to be balanced, right, with the Libra card as well, which represents that energy. So there's a lot of that energy of needing to come into balance, of karma needing to be released. So it's just like, pay attention to the cycles, right? We're talking about the cycles. If there's a repeating cycle, how can we put an end to that? And because sometimes it's like we repeat the same cycles with different people until we learn the lesson. That's what the karma is like lessons, right? And so it might not even be just karma with a specific person. It's a karmic cycle. It's a lesson that really needs to be learned and acknowledged so that we can move forward. So there's, I guess, just a lot of that energy with lessons, which are going to be slightly different for different people, I guess. Page of Wands. Let's get some clarifying on the Page of Wands. What is this as far as what we need to release? The World. So that's cycles again. These are major cycles. That's what we're closing out major cycles in our relationships in order to move into new ones. And so we're needing to come into balance. We're needing to come into balance. We're needing to see where our energy can be balanced. We're needing to mature. I guess with this Page of Wands card, that's what I'm feeling a little bit. We're needing to mature. We're needing to understand how to work with our passion and be impassioned, but not be driven by passion, right? Not be driven only by passion. To also, it's like an energy, just that maturing energy, needing to yeah, with the Taurus too. Taurus is a mature energy. Your dreams need a practical plan. So it's like learning how to become a little bit more practical, is a little bit more realistic, a little bit more adult, I guess. Like there's like an immature energy in some of our relationships, and there's a cycle coming to a close around that immaturity, where we're being asked to step up in our emotional maturity. And then clarifier on the Justice card here. And so we have the Four of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. And so some of these karmic cycle, it's a lot of healing energy, right? A lot of healing energy, allowing ourselves the time to heal, taking that time to heal. That's how we balance ourselves back out. We balance ourselves out by taking the time that we need to heal, right? It says a time for healing is another card that came out. And so that's sort of, that's the energy. It's learning how to take care of ourselves. I feel like for a lot of people, we're out of balance because we extend too much energy to others and don't keep enough energy for ourselves. We don't know how to care for ourselves. And it could go either way with that energy, right? Some people may keep too much energy and not know how to give. It's that learning how to give and receive. I'm feeling that Six of Pentacles energy coming into learning how to give and receive in balance, but really learning that art of self-care and self-love first. That self-care and self-love piece coming through very strongly. And indecision, moving out of cycles, learning how to become more decisive. I'm feeling that energy too. So it's releasing this energy of indecision, releasing this energy of immaturity, of emotional immaturity, maybe like issues around like lust and being led by passion and only passion without factoring other things into the equation. The energy of self-care, the energy of self-honesty, learning how to experience and express our emotions, also in a mature fashion, and to feel safe doing that. If you guys need any assistance with this, please reach out to me. I offer a variety of different services that can really help with this, and that's all listed in the description box below along with my email. And then we have the Four of Wands. So this is celebration, this is stability, this is all of the good stuff that is coming our way with this powerful change when we are able to heal a lot of these things that are contributing to these major cycles that want to close out here, these major karmic cycles. Yeah, so I love you guys. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you have an incredible Wednesday and you really work with and tap into this energy today. Be fully present in your bodies. Really relish and enjoy what it is to be human in this physical body. Play with that, work with that Kundalini energy, that life force energy. Utilize the breath, utilize yoga, utilize any of these different ways to really connect and anchor into the body today and merge that instinct, that instinctual intuition with that higher divine intuition, and really just see and play and create from that place. There are links down below to donate if you feel so moved to do so. Let's see what else what else am I supposed to say here? I don't know. If you like this video, like, share, subscribes, all that stuff helps the channel. You guys know the drill. I love you. I appreciate you so very, very much, and I will talk to you soon.